today's video, we are going to learn how to append and refresh new data. First, we are going to learn how to get data from a folder. In previous video, we learned to get data from various sources in Power BI, Excel, CSV, text, website, and folder. So we will start with get data from folder with multiple Excel files in a folder. Append the queries of all the Excel files. Input some new data in that folder and refresh with new data. So the data structure looks like this. We have current year folder. In that folder, we have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 months files, and I will open and show how does the data look like. So it is in a tabular format. It is a sales data, and similarly, so it has sheet 1 and table format with uh, these column names, and in similarly the data set is same with same columns in all the files in this current year folder as well as in the previous year folder. So we are going to import these two folders in Power BI. So let's start. So I will click on get data, and in get data I will go to folder. In folder I will click on connect. There are two ways to navigate to that folder. One is by clicking on the browse and going to that folder, or the shortest way is to go to that folder, copy the address and paste it here and click OK. So we will click on combine and load. In this combine window, this will combine all the Excel files present in this folder, one below the other. Now we will get a window where we select the data present in the folder as a sample. So in this combine files, I will select the sheet 1 and click OK, and it will process the data set. So if the data is used, then it will take little time. So it is currently evaluating the data and appending the files one below the other. So as you can see, it has loaded all the 6 files together, and it will show up here in the fields. And similarly, we can access it in the Power Query window by going to Home tab, Transform Data. So when you import from a folder, you will get this helper queries automatically. So it performs like a function, and all these queries are automatically generated when you import from a folder. So this is the Power Query editor window. Similarly, we have to import the uh, previous year folder also. So we can do it from here also. We can go to new source, we can go to more, select the folder, click on connect. We'll copy the path of the previous year folder and paste it here. Click OK. Select the sheet one again and click OK. Now as you can see here, previous year is also loaded. So now we have current year and previous year. So now we want to combine both the uh, data set together in one query. So we can do that with the feature called Append Queries. So we can click on Append on the drop down button, and there are two options available, that is Append Queries and Append Queries as new. So as you can see here in the sign, so if we select Append Queries, it will append in this query itself in the current year query, which we don't want. We want to create a new query with both the data combined. So I will click on Append Queries as new. So in this append window, we have two options available, either two tables I can select here, or else there is another option if you are appending more than two tables at a time or two queries at a time. So you can select three or more, and you can select anything from here. So if I want to remove this, I will remove it and I can select it from here, click on add and click OK. So now this will create a new query called append one. I can change this as sales base data. Now if you want to check, you can go to the bill date column, and you can see here, you can click on load more, and you can see 2020 and 2019, both the data set have been combined together in one query with just few click of a button. So it saves a lot of time, whereas in Excel we had to means in Excel also there is a feature called Power Query, in that we can do it append queries, but traditionally we used to copy each month file and paste it one below the other. But with the help of this Power Query append feature, it can be done with just few clicks. So now we'll close this and close and apply and let it load. So it will load it in the field section. Till then, we will put new data in our folders. So currently we have 6 files, that is from April, May, June, July, August, September. Now we want to input 2 new files, that is October current year in the current year folder and October previous year in the previous year folder. So now we have 7 files in each of our folder. Now how will I update the new data set in this query? So if you go to this data column and I will select the sales based data, where I have both the years 2020 and 2019, and I have April to September. So now I want to append the new data set which I just kept in the folder. So we have to just go to the home tab, go to refresh button and click on refresh. So as you can see, the current year, previous year and sales based data are all being refreshed and it is done. You can just go here and check. So if I go here and check October month, so you can see the 10th. So October month has been appended in this data set. So if you want to check the source name also, by source name, you can see October current year and previous year have been appended. So with just click of a button, we have appended 2 new data set in our existing queries. The prerequisite to this append queries is that the data set the column names of the data set should be same in all the tables or all the new files. There should not be any change in the spellings of any of the columns. The column orders can be different. It will identify and it will append correctly. But if the column names are different, then it will create a new column of that uh, spelling and it will not append below this particular column. So prerequisite to appending data to this identical column names, just check before appending that all the files have same spelling and same column headings. Order might be different, that's not a problem, but the name should be the same. So in this way, in today's video, we covered get data from folder, from multiple Excel files, append queries, new data, and refresh with new data.